Alright, so circular flow of income and output. We've talked about this a number of times. This is the third video. I've used the graphic down here. To keep this income flowing, the government may support the flow with two types of injections. Money supply injections, meaning like an increase of the money supply through fiscal policy. And that is through business investment, like spending on new green technology, that kind of things. Like buying new, helping businesses expand, helping them research new ideas and new technologies or new ways of doing things, new products. That's one way. The other type of they can shoot an injection to keep the flow going is through other types of government spending, like maintaining parks and hiring people to take care of those state and national parks. Monetarism. Monetarism is a reaction to that kind of idea, that kind of fiscal policy. And monetarists are criticize that if too many injections are made, people are going to borrow and spend more than the economy can handle, more than they can really afford to pay back. But still, they're spending that money. That causes an increase of demand that doesn't match actual income increases. That can lead to inflation. Demand pool inflation. Remember from the last video. Demand pool to increase demand. Milton Friedman, who is the man who is considered to have invented monetarism, or at least be its number one, because he was number one proponent, number one supporter of monetarism. His solution was, one, the Fed should not have any policies about this at all. They should just stop messing with it. No injections, no nothing. Let the income flow just flow. There should be regular increases over time, but the Fed shouldn't be trying to increase or decrease them to create injections into the economy. The other thing he thinks that they should do is the government should just keep the budget. In fact, don't even have a Fed. Throw out the Federal Reserve Act and the government should just keep the budget balanced. Make sure what they're spending matches what they're earning and just let it be. Let the money supply grow on its own naturally, like through the banks, like we talked about before. This is known as monetary rule. Let the money supply grow on its own. Stop trying to help it. That's what monetarists believe. Their further criticisms of fiscal policy is that there's time lags. So when the Federal Reserve affects the federal fund rate up or down, it'll probably be at least a year or longer before we see any results, good or bad. But that means if there was a bad decision, it's going to be at least another year before whatever the Fed does to fix it can be felt. So we're talking about years of time where one bad decision can't really be fixed until way down the road. That's a huge consequence for a bad decision. Furthermore, going back to the fact that it's very difficult to fix things, there's a lot of corruption in government, and the consequences of bad decisions are hard to undo because of those time lags.